All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Welcome. It is the Muse live entertainment showcase on a Thursday night. It is not hump day. If you made it over the hump, you are officially into Thursday. And I'm Derek Brown, your host. Now, we have a great show for you tonight. And I don't know what platform you're watching us on. Let me tell you what platforms that we do have available for you to watch the Muse Live Music Showcase. You can watch it on Roku. It's our TV. All right, you're gonna look up for our TV. You can find it on Roku. You can find it on Amazon Fire TV. You can find us on Android TV. You can find us on Apple TV, and you can also find us on the Tempo Network. And there are a host of other places that you can find us too. So you have literally no excuse for not watching. And there's awesome programming on the network. And so, I mean, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. So we have a very packed show tonight. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, just trying to build up to it. I'm just going to jump right into it. We have on this evening tonight, our Purpose Music Showcase. We are joined by the one, the only Whitney McClain. Whitney, what's good?
Not much. Oh my gosh. I love that intro.
Oh man, I ain't done yet. Wait till I get through reading these accolades. Cause see, prior to the show, I gotta do all kind of research. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the day, we used to have to use encyclopedias. You remember encyclopedias?
Do they still use those these days?
I pray to God they don't. Them things was like carrying a whole library in your backpack.
Yeah. We got Google
No.
now.
No, listen. No, I've done some research on you, young lady, and I'm it's hard to impress me. It's hard to impress me, but I'm impressed.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
impressed. I'm impressed. So let me let the folks know who you are. This is Whitney McClain. Those of you that don't know, if you're in the know, then you will know. This is Whitney McClain. She's a singer and a songwriter. She was born in Salem, Oregon. All right. She's been in music her entire life, and I mean entire life. Is that true? Wait a minute. Let's go back. Let's start with the Q&A. Let's start with the Q&A. When did you actually get started in music?
Like professionally or
Yes,
just singing?
just in music.
When I was very little, I guess I had a toy microphone and I was singing. I just remember always singing. So it's my
That
thing.
toy microphone. Did you have the one with the little antenna at the bottom and the echo?
I think that was the one.
I think every kid had that one. I think that's where T-Pain got started. I think that's the original auto
Yeah.
tune.
Yeah, you might be right.
So you have been into music your entire life, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Musically, so has it always been singing? Do you play instruments? Tell us a little bit about your musical history.
So it's the majority has been singing.
Mhm.
I tried piano, did not stick with it. I attempted guitar, did not stick with it. I played the recorder in school. Yeah, so I just stick to singing.
You stick to singing. Well, I
Yeah,
was asking that question because I see that lovely acoustic guitar. It is acoustic, it's not electric.
that's acoustic. That's the one that yeah, we don't spend much time together.
Don't worry. I got one downstairs chilling next to my fireplace, so I get it. Well, that's awesome. So let's talk about projects. Now, see, I tell my guests all the time, I take notes, so I got to look at my notes when I ask these questions. So if I look down, don't get offended and don't laugh at my thinning hair, okay? Because I don't have no hat on, so you can probably see what I'm thinking when I look down. Look at that.
Oh,
Can you
you're
see what I'm
good.
thinking? All
You're
right, it's
good.
pretty thin. All right, so all right, so you, my dear, were born in Salem, Oregon. Is Salem, Oregon, is that a musical city? I know Portland has a pretty strong art scene. Is Salem kind of like that?
Um, I don't know. Not really. Not really. I don't know. I just growing up there, I was always in music and like in school. So like
Yeah.
high school choir is like a big deal. But as
Okay.
far as music, like playing around like in the streets, I don't see it as often like as
Okay.
seeing it, in a funky town like Portland or,
Yeah.
somewhere like out here in Los Angeles.
Hmm.
Salem's more quiet, I would say.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it says in 2011 you picked Austin, Texas. That's where you went to school. You went to you were a Longhorn. Went to University of Texas.
Yep.
Look at you! Look at you! Look at you! So, did you know that Austin, when you decided to be an Aggie, is that Aggies? Is that Aggie territory?
No, 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 no.
I just want to see if you was going. All right. So when you became a Longhorn, did you know when you picked Austin that Austin was a very artistic and musical city?
Yes and no. I knew it, but I didn't know to the extent.
Hmm.
And I'm pleasantly, surprised by how much music and culture there was in Austin. It's just living in Austin was like a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. So George Littlejohn says Ty Allen. Who's Ty Allen? Does that name ring a bell?
Mhm. Should
All
it?
right, all right,
I
all
don't
right. Well,
know.
all right,
I don't know, George.
all right. Well, we gonna. I'm sure George is gonna find a way to let us know who Ty Allen is. But while you were in Austin, you were part of an acoustic group. Tell us about that group.
Yeah, so I was a part of an all-girls a cappella group. It was the first one. My friend made it. We were
Hmm.
called Beauties in the Beat,
Yeah.
and we just were singing our little hearts out around campus. And
What type of music?
so we did a lot of like popular songs, like pop
Hmm.
songs. Like we did Treasure by Bruno Mars. We would do
Hmm.
mashups. I think we mashed up like Rich Girl and oh, Gold Digger. We mixed those two together.
Like Kanye. Wait,
Yeah,
Rich Girl and Gold Digger.
yeah. You're a rich girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a heck of a combination.
I know, kind of weird, but it worked out.
So do the young ladies, the members of the group, who were they? What are you guys do you guys still perform together at all in any capacity?
No, it was more just like during school we did it.
Okay.
I'm still good friends with the girl who started it, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So you have some projects that are going on right now. Your latest single is where did I write it down? And just to make sure I get it right, Bombs Away.
Yeah.
That's your latest single. Now I was looking at your discography, and I read into titles because I write poetry, so I'm always looking at titles, and I didn't see any lyrics yet, but I did hear some from when I listened to the videos. But you like relationship based music, don't you?
That's been my thing.
Yeah. Because I was looking at some of those titles, I was like, yeah, she gonna step on some toes on some of these tracks now. We're gonna say change the name to protect the innocent, but so why relationship based music? What is your reasoning behind that?
So, I mean, I've been boy crazy like my whole life, I
Hmm.
think. And I've had some pretty bad relationships and
Yeah.
experiences. And that's where all my pain was at. And
Mm.
I was able to express it. And I know that that's something that's relatable to other people. Like
Yeah.
me and my girlfriends talk about guys all the time. Who
Yeah.
did this? He like oh, he ain't good. Like
Right.
oh yeah, oh he seems nice. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's just a thing girls do. So
Yeah, I guess you're right, man. Well, I was listening to Bombs Away, and we actually, I don't know what order we're going to play them in, but I think Bombs Away is actually going to be the first video that we played tonight. It says a music lover, producer, poet who wanted to hear Whitney's interview. Oh,
Hi, Ty.
Ty Allen. All right. See, I told you if we waited long enough, George is gonna give us the information on that. He was gonna let us know. Well, that is fantastic. All right. So now we know who Ty is. And so, all right. So that's a fan. You know, you got a lot of fans probably watching tonight. So, all right. So this is what we're going to do. So this is the way the show works. All right. So we've already kind of gotten the ice broken, all right, at the early parts of the show. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to cut to one of your videos, do some other little, sponsorship type stuff. And then when we come back, we're going to discuss your video and we're going to talk about some of your other projects and some things that you have going on. And we're just going to run down the line, man, and we're gonna have a great interview. So, guys, stay tuned. You're watching the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase. This is our Purpose Music Showcase on a Thursday night, and I'm joined by the lovely and talented singer and songwriter Whitney McClain, and we'll be right back.
I've been single for one night. to watch BET, MTV, VH1. Now I watch tempo, soca, calypso, reggae dance hall. Don't stall, better get tuned in to the tempo. Don't have cable, they got an app. Go to your app store, download that. Whether it's tourism, cuisine, or the social scenes, if it ain't tempo, it's a rap. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. It's the latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. It's the latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Muse on our TV network. This is a Our Purpose Music Showcase, and I'm joined by the lovely Whitney McClain. Now, Whitney, I'm going to tell you right now, as soon as we get off here, I'm calling your uncle and telling him about you being hooked up with that dude over by the fireplace. I'm calling him. I know he probably watching. He said, now, wait a minute now. Now, wait a minute. I did not know that she was going to be hugged up with this young man over by the fireplace.
He was there.
See? No, that is a fantastic song. Now, that is off of that's your second EP, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Letters from a Broken Heart.
Letters from a Broken Heart that was released a couple years ago. Yes. So that song, I love that. That put me in the mind of when I watched the video, because first of all, you have a really strong, soulful voice, and that video with the hair down, and girl, I was feeling that hair. I was like, look at that girl. Look, see, I'm kind of partial to people with hair because I got a lot of it too. So yeah, I was like, look at her out of hair, but with the red dress sitting in front of the mirror, it was very reminiscent of like a Diana Ross type vibe. You know what I mean? Was that kind of the inspiration with the video?
Yep, that was the inspo.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Glad
what
we hit it on the head.
See, I'm here for a reason. So speaking of inspirations, who are artists that, as you were coming up, that inspired you to really pursue singing?
So Amy Winehouse was one of my biggest inspirations.
May she rest in peace.
Yes. Oh, God bless her. Yeah. And Adele. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to go through everybody that I loved. Mm-hmm. Growing up, I loved Alicia Keys, Mariah Carey, Beyonce. Mm-hmm. Who else? Christina Aguilera.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say this. I'm going to let you finish, but I'm going to let you finish. I sound like Kanye when I said that, didn't I? I'm going to let you finish, but Beyonce had the best album of the year for 2019. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to tell you who has always surprised me with their vocal ability, and that is Christina Aguilera.
She's a true vocalist.
Yeah. When you look at her, you never expect her to sing as strong and have as much range as she does.
Yeah.
Always shocking. Shocking. Okay, continue. Who else?
Let's see now. My parents always had old school music playing in the house and stuff, so I was listening to Temptations and Marvin Gaye, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
All the good old songs.
That's right.
So I feel like that also influenced my love of soul and everything.
Do you think, I always love to ask young artists this question, who do you think? Because my generation, we got like Luther Vandross, Anita Baker, we had like Gerald Levert, we had all of these really strong, soulful, iconic singers. Then if you go back, you got like Isaac Hayes and like I said, Marvin Gaye. Who do you think in this day and age would be able to wear the icon badge of honor for your generation?
Well, my fiance and I have these discussions all the time of like, who's the best? But, I feel like Beyonce has definitely put her foot in the race, like a whole bunch as an icon. I mean, people call her the queen and everything. So her definitely. I'm trying to think of someone like really just soulful. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
It's
always
tough.
a tough question.
It's because it's just, I feel like music is just so different now. And then there's so much, like there's so many different kinds. It's like, I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah. And I think that's probably part of it. I think a lot of what is played mainstream, there are a lot of artists with a few exceptions that I think could reach iconic status. But artists such as yourself that still sing ballads that can really invoke emotion, because that's what music is supposed to do. Music is supposed to draw emotion out of you and make you feel a certain way. You know what I mean? And I mean, so some of this music makes you feel a certain way. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if it's the way it's supposed to make you feel, but it makes you feel a certain way. But I wish that we could have more songs like Fireplace that played on the airways, because I think that young vocalists like you could really and truly inspire younger singers to really tap into their emotional side and and bring really solid music to the forefront, because I think music has just changed so much, like you said, over the years.
Yeah, it's become very like, I don't know. It's just different. It's not horrible, but it
Some of
doesn't
it
have.
is, but not all of it.
It doesn't like it. Like there's a lot of good music still, but it
Yes.
like, I feel like I have a hard time hearing songs, except for Adele's new song, that "Go Easy on Me." That was
Yeah.
one of the first songs in a while that like touched my soul, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like we don't get that too often these
Yeah.
days.
And see, that's why we got to find a way to get you. I was noticing some of the platforms that your music is available on. So they play your music on. I got it written down. Look, I told you I got to look. iHeart Music, Pandora, Spotify. Where else does your music play?
iTunes.
iTunes.
The what's it called? I always forget its name. The Jay-Z one.
Oh, Tidal.
Tidal.
Yes, Tidal. The Jay-Z one. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think Apple Music.
and Apple Music. Okay. And so that's good to know. You know what I mean? I love the fact that that you are out there. And we get a lot of wonderful artists on the Muse that are young and rising and really solid. You know what I mean? Just solid. And that's what I think we really need more of. And so, having said that, we're going to, it's right at the top of the hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another break. We're going to play another one of your videos, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk about some stuff like the influence that your uncle had on you. We're going to talk about some situations from your childhood that I read in your bio that that kind of shaped you to push you to really understand that life is fragile and you need to go for yours. And we'll talk about that on the other side. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And so, all right, so we're going to take a quick break, guys. You're watching the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase This is Our Purpose Music Showcase, and I am joined by the multi-talented and beautiful Whitney McClain. All right, I'm Derek Andre. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to jump into one of Whitney's music videos, and when we come back, we're going to finish the conversation. Don't go away.
We go through it, but we can choose to do it differently. Even hate could choose to love. Don't gotta be what it was. We could change up instantly. Oh, we can just cruise, listen for ways, live for the day. Do you think we can just cruise? Give our troubles away to another place. Know what I think if we truly wish to be, we can do just as we please. Please, do choose to cruise. I'm talking beachside, falling in love, watching the sun rising up, safe in your arms. I'm talking Malibu, cruising through palms, chasing the warmth. You're all that I want when everything seems ruined. We got to believe we'll see a brighter day. We'll see a brighter day. But as long as the sun keeps on coming back and the air goes to work and it doesn't, like nothing else matters. Cause we can try again. Yeah, we can just cruise, listen for ways, live for the day. Do you think we can just cruise? Give our troubles away to another place. Know what I think if we truly wish to be, we can do just as we please. Please, do choose to cruise. I'm talking beachside, falling in love, watching the sun rising up, safe in your arms. I'm talking Malibu, cruising through palms, chasing the ball. You're all that I want. Oh, we're going through changes. Everything's gonna be alright. Just promise you'll stay the night and cruise with me. With all that we are, we got a chance to make it work. For what it's worth, baby, cruise with me. Falling in love, watching sun rising up, safe in your arms. I'm talking Malibu, cruising through palms, chasing the warmth. You're all that I want. We can just cruise, listen for ways, live for the day. Do you think we can just cruise? Give our troubles away to another place. Know what I think if we truly wish to be, we can do just as we please. Please, do just the cruise. I'm talking beachside, falling in love, watching sun rising up, safe in your arms. I'm talking Malibu, cruising through palms, chasing the warmth. You're all that I want.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase. And this is a special Thursday because this is an Our Purpose Music Group showcase. And I am joined tonight by the lovely Whitney McClain. Whitney, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right. So the video that we saw during the break was called Cruise. I love that video. It's so relaxing. I like what, baby, just cruise. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Where'd you guys shoot that at?
So that was in Oregon on Detroit Lake. And then when I was driving the car, that was like by my parents' house.
That's cool. I like that. Wait.
Yeah.
Now, is that your Mustang? You can tell me. Ain't nobody listening.
It's not mine. It's my parents' Mustang, and I gotta tell you something. That thing was so scary to drive because the brakes barely worked and the steering wheel felt so loose.
Cars have come a long way, haven't they?
Yeah.
No airbags. You're like, uh-oh.
It was different.
Yeah.
It looks
That's why
cool,
you cruise. That's why you cruise. Yeah, ain't no speeding.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
that song was not called Baby Just Speed. It was called Baby Just Cruise. That's for a reason.
Yes.
So, all right. So, as I was reading your bio, I read about a pretty serious situation that you dealt with when you were younger. It said that you had to have 2 brain surgeries.
Yeah.
So, just tell me a little bit about that. And once you tell the viewers about that, tell us how it, even as a kid, how it shaped your next steps in life.
Yeah. So when I think I was like 10, I like started getting really sick, having bad headaches, and I would go to the doctor and they'd tell me, oh, it's just childhood migraine, sinus infection. And one night I was so sick, and like, this is how God works, because I was supposed to go on like a away school trip with my class, and that night before it, I got so sick they had to call the ambulance, and I went in there and they said I had a brain tumor, and thankfully they were able to rush me up to Dornbecker's Children's Hospital in Portland and operate. And I was in on a Monday and out on a Friday. Wow. And just a total miracle.
Yeah.
That first time, I don't remember too much. I think just because I was so sick. But 2 years later, I had my routine scan, and they found that the tumor was growing again.
Oh, wow.
And it was going to be like kind of risky because it was like in a certain spot by like a vein or something. So I was scared. And, but they operated successfully and it was all good. Yeah. And I feel like at a young age, I just knew that I had to just work hard because things were a lot harder after that, like having to rehab like my mind and my eyes. So it instilled like a work ethic in me, and like when I'm determined to do something, because I wanted to like go to Disney World and be able to swim and like, do things like that little kids want to do. But I had to do these certain things. So I feel like that helped me put that structure. And life is just precious. So we just got to go for it.
That's right. Well, that's good. Well, we're glad you're here because the world needs you and all that fantastic music. And speaking of music, so you have the luxury of having a pretty talented uncle. And it's basically said when I was reading your bio that you kind of went to him to see if you had what it takes.
Yeah.
And apparently he did not crush your dreams, did he?
No, he didn't.
That's good.
He didn't crush my dreams.
So tell me how it has been having the one and only Marlon McClain as your uncle, and tell me how he has helped shape you as an artist.
Well, let me tell you this. Marlon is probably one of the most positive people I've ever known.
Yeah.
And you need that in this world and in this business because it's just crazy.
Mhm.
And he has really just helped me. Like, I'm like a perfectionist and to a fault at times. And I'll be tripping on stuff and at my breaking point, I just talk to Uncle Marlon and he just helps me like break things down. Like it's not as serious as I'm thinking. And like he'll tell me, everybody has their time and he always has just the best advice. And he tells me, like, one thing he always tells me is just be yourself.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
He's just great. Uncle Marlon is great.
And
he's so talented.
He is. Now, speaking in that vein, do you think that your style of music is influenced by his? Because you guys kind of got some similarities in some of the music, but a little bit different in other aspects. Do you think his style of music has been an influence on how you produce and create?
I mean, I think it was definitely ingrained in me. Like I said, like when I was little, my dad was always playing the music that Uncle Marlon made. So I do have a funky side to me.
Okay.
But that's about like as far as it goes, I would say.
Because your uncle's music, we had the pleasure of being able to interview him a few weeks ago, and Marlon's music is the truth, man. I mean, it is like if you hear anything Funky Fridays, if you hear anything, if you don't feel like you should be dancing, there is seriously something wrong with you, because his music just makes you just want to get up and groove, man.
It's good.
Well, that is all right. All right, so check it out. All right, so we are about 3/4 of the way through the show. All right, we got another video that we're going to play, and when we come back, we're going to kind of get ready to start wrapping it up, where you can kind of, tell all of our viewers where they can find your music and how they can follow you on social media and all of that fancy stuff, because we got to make sure that any and everyone who's watching has every piece of information that they can about where they can find and support you, because that's what this is all about. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, guys. I'm Derek Andre, your host. I'm joined by the talented, super duper talented and beautiful Whitney McClain, who says she can't play that guitar, but I'm pretty sure the next time we talk, she's going to be like, yo, I can do a couple of little riffs. She's going to have a hand. She's going to have a hand riff. You know how they hold the fingers. I can't do it. I think it's like that. I think it's like, I look like I'm throwing gang signs. Let me quit that. So, so we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get ready to bring our I can't even talk. I can't talk. Our awesome interview to a close. You guys don't go away. We'll be right back. You're watching The Muse.
I don't want to say what I got to say, but it's time for me to get this off my mind. It's probably obvious things ain't been the same, and I'm wondering if your heart feels just like mine. Oh, now everybody knows how this conversation ends when everything is broken. Where do I begin? Everybody knows how this conversation ends when everything is broken. Where do I begin? Or did I fall so far, fall so far, fall so far, far away? Or did I work so hard, work so hard, work so hard? Or did it fall apart, fall apart, fall apart today? I fall, is that right to you? This autumn's everlasting, a love like in the passion too. begin? How did I fall so far, fall so far, fall so far, far away? Why did I work so hard, work so hard, work so hard? Why did I fall apart, fall apart, fall apart today? Oh, love has turned to strangers. Can't even recognize the love. It's so unfamiliar. I never thought that I would be the one to fall out of love. Oh, oh, how did I fall so far, fall so far, fall so far, far away? Why did I work so hard for you, baby? How did I fall apart, fall apart, fall apart today? Oh, how did I fall so far, fall so far, fall so far, far away? Why did I work so hard for you, baby? Why did I fall apart, fall apart, fall apart today? Oh, oh, yeah. How did I fall so far, fall so far, fall so far, far away? Why did I work so hard for you, baby? Why did I fall apart, fall apart, fall apart today? Oh, yeah. You're gonna fall apart, fall apart, fall apart. You're gonna
You know you are a hot one. We are lime, we are laugh, we are chat, we no chill, we are hot one. Temperature rise, beer vibes in ya, this a hot one. Link up, connect, bust a sweat when you're dead on the hot one. We gonna spice it up like fire.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase. And this is a special Thursday where we're doing an Our Purpose Music Showcase. And I am joined by the lovely, I was about to say Carolyn Howe, by the lovely Whitney McClain. I'm reading Carolyn's message. They're loving you over on Facebook, girl. You got like some Facebook fans. Judy
Thank
Klein,
you,
like she
guys.
is dope. 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 I am so loving this. I am too, Judy. I am too. So I'm looking at your YouTube, and man, you racked up some views, sister. You got well over like 7-8 million views, like total, like overnight. That's good.
Glory to God.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Most entertainers, myself included, are very different off stage than they are on stage. So I know that Beyonce is one of your favorite artists. She has an alter ego who goes by the name of Sasha Fierce. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you have an alter ego?
Nah, nope. Nope. I've tried, and the only thing that's worked for me is praying before I do anything. So
we're just
Holy
getting
Spirit.
Whitney McClain. We getting Whitney McClain when you step on stage.
Yep,
All right. That's cool. That's all right. So I used to host a lot of different poetry venues, and it was always cool, when I would have new poets that would, sign up on the list, and they'd be ready to go and perform, and they'd be like, hey, I'm new to this. I've never done this before. And I'm like, just go up on stage, just relax, be cool. Everything will be fine. They're like, okay, I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna do my best. And they walk up on that stage, they be like, I am king, hear me roar. And I'd be like, yo, what? Wait a minute, hold on now. I couldn't even hear you talking when we was down there on, by them chairs. Now, you done got on stage, you done shook all the rafters down and stuff. So, but that is all right. Yeah, live singing, we're going to go back to Fall So Far, which is also on the Letters from Broken Heart EP.
Yes.
That I've heard the recorded version, but that acoustic acapella, just you just doing your thing version is pretty awesome. Where were you guys at when you did that?
So we were in Salem actually at the Elsinore Theater. They were kind enough to let us rent that out for the day to do the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And I'm gonna go back to this again. Your hair, man, that you got a lot of hair. That is just like, it's almost hard to focus on the song. I'm like, damn.
Hair is my second love.
I see. Now, okay, so we're gonna go off script here. We're gonna talk hair for a minute. Okay. So what is your hair? Because it's a lot of people watching this thing. What is her hair routine? Like, what do is tell us how you maintain, because that's a lot of hair.
So I just gotta go on the record and say I just braid it up and slap a wig on because I don't have time to be doing my hair. My hair is a beast.
So you just braid it up and slap a wig on? You know what? That's all right. That's all right. Because when you take the wig off, it's all yours. So, well, technically, when you put the wig on, it's all yours too.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, so that's good. All right, so we have covered pretty much all the bases. We've talked about. Tell us, what do you have that you're working on right now that all of your fans and everyone can be looking forward to? Because I know you're working on something.
So I'm going to be releasing an EP soon called Whitney's Favorites, and it's a compilation of all of my favorite songs that I've done that I'm most proud of. And I'm working on some other things as well in the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, good. You got any shows coming up?
Nope, not as of right now.
Not as of right now. Okay. All right. Well, we got about 6 minutes left. I know we're going to play another one of your videos, but we're also going to go ahead and start the wrap-up process. So to all of our viewers that are watching right now, tell them where they can find you on the socials.
Okay. So you can find me on Instagram. It's just Whitney McClain. So easy. I am on Facebook, Whitney McClain. I'm on Twitter, but I don't really get on there. So I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
All
Whitney McClain.
TikTok is, I think, Whitney MC Music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. And musically, now, if they want to go and support your music, where can they find your music?
YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Tidal, Pandora, iTunes, all that jazz.
All that jazz, you name it.
Or you can go to my website, whitneymcclain.com, and it just takes you to wherever you want to go.
Okay. And Happily Forever Brown, she said to make sure that we let folks know about your YouTube. And the YouTube channel is Whitney McClain. I was on it, y'all. Y'all need to go check it out. Lots of really great content. Well, Whitney, Thank you so much. I hope I didn't get on your nerves too bad with some of these questions. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just trying to do my job, man.
Oh, they were great. I had so much fun. Thank you for having me.
No, you are always welcome on the Muse. You can, you know, if you want to ever come and release something, or you want to do something live, you want to do a little singing, you know, this is what we do. You know,
Okay.
this is what we do. I'm not gonna put you on the spot tonight because you'll be like, bro, I am never coming back. You ain't tell me I was gonna have to sing tonight. You ain't tell me that. You ain't tell me that. We could have talked about this before we came on this show. You ain't tell me that. So we ain't gonna put you on the spot tonight, though.
Thank you.
You're like, shoot.
I wasn't ready.
Well, thank you so much, Whitney. It has been my pleasure to have you on the show and to meet you. I have been looking forward to this interview ever since your uncle was on, because that was the very first time that I was actually ever introduced to your music, and we played Cruise while he was on the show. And that's when I realized that you guys were relatives. I was like, oh, cool. And so to have you on the show tonight has been truly my pleasure. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, guys, you have been watching the Muse Live Entertainment Showcase. I am Derek Brown. I was joined by the lovely Whitney McClain. This has also been an Our Purpose Music Showcase. Remember, you can find us on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and the Tempo Network, along with a host of other places. All right. Great lineup of shows. If you have not checked us out, you definitely need to do so. Remember, we are here every single Thursday. All right. We're here at 7:30 Eastern, 8:30, whatever St. Croix and Virgin Islands time is. I think that's like Pacific. Is that Pacific time? I don't know.
Pacific. I think here is
Mountain.
Pacific.
What's Mountain? Mountain is that's y'all in Mountain time. You in California?
California is Pacific.
California is Pacific. So then what's Mountain? Where the Mountain
I
time
think
is?
that's like Arizona in
You think
some
so?
parts.
In some parts?
Or
Good.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know either. So if you in the Caribbean, yeah, it's probably about 8:30 when you watch it. If you're in the United States, if you're in the middle of the country, that's Central Time. It's 7:30, and so right now it's 8:30. So I think it's like 9:30 in St. Croix. Just listen, just set some alarms and just y'all can find us. We everywhere. And if you didn't catch us live, you can always go back and rewatch us on Facebook, YouTube. And there'll be probably some reruns shown on the RTV network on all the other platforms. So, Whitney, do you have anything else you want to say? You want to shout out anybody while you're on here?
I just want to say thank you. This was so much fun, and shout out to Uncle Marlon.
All right. Oh, and I saw that you said you were engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now you're gonna be singing some real love songs. Now you're gonna be changing. Ain't gonna be no more. Wait a minute, what them terms at? Ain't gonna be no more heart game, sober. Nothing left. No more terminal love. This gonna be some new music coming out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking
New
forward
vibe.
to that. Thank you, my dear. You guys have a great night. We're gonna end with one more video from Whitney, and I will see you guys next week. Y'all have a great night.